Hi there, my name is Gary Gilchrist, and welcome to this quick demo of Authentication Delegation. Authentication Delegation is a feature of the Good Dynamics platform that is used by all of our applications and any applications that you might write built on the Good Dynamics platform. It provides single sign-on among all of your applications. So let's get started. Let's take a look at one of the Good Dynamics sample applications. I have it here on the top right-hand side. So when I open this application, because it is protected by Good Dynamics, it also takes advantage of the secure container, and it's typical to protect access to your container using a password-based policy. So typically, after authenticating, I can then go about using the functionality of the sample application. As you can see, I have a few other applications installed here on my Android device. These are applications from the Good Collaboration Suite. I have Good for Enterprise, I have Good Connect, and I've got Good Share. So let's take a look at the authentication behavior of these applications. First, if I go to Good for Enterprise, then as you may expect, you see that I require a password in order to authenticate and open the secure container. Now let's take a look at what happens when I go to Good Connect. We can see that Good Connect also tries to authenticate, but it delegates the authentication back to Good for Enterprise. And we're back at the same screen now that we would have had to use to authenticate to Good for Enterprise. Similarly, if I try to access Good Share, you can see that it too is delegating its authentication back to the Good for Enterprise application. How did that work? Well, to explain, let's take a look behind the scenes. Let's open up the Good Control Console. That is where I have configured the policy for all of my applications here on my Android device. Here I am at the dashboard for my Good Control Console, and if I drill into policy sets, you'll see the various policies that I've configured. Now, these applications on my device are currently using this policy. And you can see that one of the options that I have enabled is to delegate authentication to another application. And as you can also see, of course, the name of the application that I've chosen here is Good for Enterprise. It is the auth delegate, as we call it. Now, it's also possible actually to select any other application as being the auth delegate as well. That just means that that application will be the one that others redirect to in order to first authenticate the user. Now, finally, let's put it all together. First, I'm going to authenticate to Good for Enterprise. Now here within the display environment inside Good for Enterprise, this screen is not actually permitted on the micro USB output, so you can't see it here. But I'm just going to go back out to my desktop. And here we can see again the other applications. So having already authenticated to Good for Enterprise, let's try some of the other applications in the Good Collaboration Suite. So let's start with Good Share. Now, as you can see, when I launch Good Share, my authentication is delegated over to Good for Enterprise. But I've already authenticated with Good for Enterprise, and so now I can single sign-on right into Good Share, which will open momentarily, and I can start managing all of my data. Let's go back again. This time, let's go into Good Connect. Similarly, Good Connect will authenticate me by delegating that authentication over to Good for Enterprise. Therefore, I can single sign-on straight into Good Connect, just like I did with Good Share. And there we are, ready to chat with all of my contacts. So, in summary, Authentication Delegation provides single sign-on between multiple applications written over the Good Dynamics platform. That includes applications that we build, such as the ones you've seen here as part of Good Collaboration, as well as any applications you might build over the Good Dynamics SDK. If you'd like more information on this and lots of other cool topics, why not check out the Good Dynamics network? There's a Good Developer section in there with lots of samples and SDK instructions that you can start to download and take a look at. Thank you very much. It's all good.